So when you open the Catia, you will get this window. Okay. What you need to do is here you have to close this window with this small icon here. Can you able to see this? Close this.
Yes,
Then after closing this, go to the start mechanical design, then pi design. Once you enter into the pi design, it asks the part name. Here you don't do anything, untick both. Don't do. Then give OK. When you click on OK, you enter into the 3D workspace of pi design. This is known as 3D workspace because here you can see the 3 dimensions X, Y, and Z. Okay. So this one is 3D. So what you need to do is here you can see the sketcher workbench, right? So see here, let me show with the annotation. Yeah. See, now you can find the sketcher workbench here. So here you can see this both. Okay. So what I do here, I click on this and I go to the positioning sketch. Click on this positioning sketch. Then here in the no selection, you have to select the plane. Okay. I select the plane and I'll give OK. When you give OK, this is known as 2D workspace. Okay. This because here you have only two coordinates, Z and Y. Okay. So what I do is now here. So I take first, I start with the line. Line you can draw here wherever. One is one horizontal line I draw. After drawing the horizontal line, I have to give its a size. So as it is a horizontal line, you will get only one dimensional because it is 1D. So I go to the constraints. I click this and length. I'll give the length. This line has two endpoints, first endpoint and second endpoint. So in these two endpoints, you can use any one endpoint and give with respect to horizontal and vertical distances. Again, go to the constraints, select this endpoint and give vertical distance, and again select this or this, any endpoint you can select. Select this endpoint and give horizontal distance. So your sketch is constrained. So go to the here in the tools bar, you can find this traffic symbol, traffic light symbol. Just click on this. You'll get your sketch is constrained. Okay. ISO constraint. Okay. Then close it. This is all about the line command. Now what I do is next, I go with the next command. Okay. So next command is vertical line. I draw one vertical line here in this quadrant. So again, what you need to do, as the line is vertical, you have to give height. So just click on the constraint here in the constraint dialog box. You can find it over here, or else you can find it from here also. Go to the insert and here create constraint. Here also you can find this command. So I activate this command. First, I'll define its height. Once height is defined, it has two endpoints. One endpoint is this, second endpoint is this. So what I do here is using one endpoint. Any endpoint you can use it. Endpoint to the horizontal axis distance here, and this endpoint to the vertical distance. Okay. So see, your sketch is, your line is constrained, means your line is fully defined. Again, I bring this toolbox and I click on the traffic signal symbol. If you click on this, say your geometry is ISO constraints. And now I have located my line, this one horizontal line I have taken, one vertical line I have taken away from the two axes. Okay. Then what I do now here is I take one horizontal line. Let me delete all this before. Okay. So now what I do, I take one, again I go to the line. This time I draw on the axis. Okay. See, exactly I'm drawing on the horizontal axis. So here you have no vertical distance because it is exactly lying on the horizontal axis. Okay. So what you need to do is first define its size, that is length. Then what you need to do, you have two endpoints, right? So first endpoint and second endpoint. You can give only one horizontal. Now you cannot give vertical distance because it is already coincided. Okay. Then again, I'll go with the vertical. Suppose I'm drawing a vertical line exactly on the vertical axis, vertical reference axis. Let me draw this. Then I need to give first its size, right? Which is height. I define its height. Then we have two endpoints. First endpoint to horizontal distance. See, okay, like that you can do. This problem won't be. Now, section what we do is, now we take the next geometry, which is rectangle here. Okay. So I take the rectangle first in this position. Am I audible, right? Hello?
Sir, audible. Screen is not changing.
My screen is not visible. Okay, just taking some time. Shall I start? Yes. So now I have taken a rectangle geometry. Again, I go to the constraint here. First, I need to give its height, geometry height, right? So geometry width and its geometry height. So I have given the geometry size. Now I have to give geometry position, right? So now I give geometry position. So from horizontal, here you have 4 points, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can use any point, okay? But using that point, you have to give horizontal and vertical distance. I use this point to the horizontal axis and this point, and the point to the vertical distance. See, now the entire geometry became green. It indicates that your sketch is fully defined or ISO constrained. Okay, clear? Again, I tell you how to check whether the sketch is constrained or not. Just click on in the tools bar. You just go to the this graphic symbol. Just click on this ISO constraint. Now I close this. Then we'll go with the next. So now I have taken here rectangle. Okay, now what I do, I take the same rectangle on the axis here. On this axis, I take horizontal axis. When you take rectangle on the horizontal axis, see this line became green. It indicates that this line is coincided with the horizontal axis. When two horizontal axis coincidence, there is no vertical distance, only horizontal. First, what I do is, first I will define its size. So its height and its length. Once I define height and length, size is over. Second thing is that I have to give reference, location from vertical and horizontal. As it is already on the horizontal axis, no need to give from the horizontal. Only take vertical to any 4 points. See, right? So your sketch is constrained. Clear? So let me delete all this on the screen. So now what I do is here. Hello, Sachin, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now I'll draw this rectangle with respect to vertical axis. See here, on the vertical axis I'm drawing, right? So this line became green, which indicates that this line is coinciding with the vertical axis. So there is no vertical distance, only horizontal distance. Okay. So double click on this constraint. First give the length, size, then height. Yeah, now I gave length and height of the geometry. Now I have to give its location with respect to horizontal axis, right? So I'll select any endpoint. You can select this endpoint to the horizontal distance. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So now we'll move with the next geometry, which is circle. I take the circle. I'll draw the circle here, away from the center. So circle has this geometry. The center point. First, I need to give its size. Size is its diameter. So I define first its size. Once I define its size, I need to give horizontal and vertical distances. From vertical axis to the center point, I define the distance, and horizontal axis to the center point again. See, now the sketch is fully defined or ISO constraint. How to check means, you just take this toolbar, then click on this. See, ISO constraint. Is it clear?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Now let me take the next geometry. So this time what I do, I take that circle exactly on the horizontal axis. I'm taking that circle exactly on the horizontal axis. I define. Now I go to the constraint dialog box. First, I need to define its size, which is its diameter. I take the diameter. Then from it is already lying on the horizontal axis. When it is lying on the horizontal axis, it is already constrained with the horizontal. No need to give horizontal distance. Only give vertical axis to the center point. I check in the tools bar. Sketch is ISO constraint. Close this. Now what I do, I take this circle on the vertical axis here. So when I take this, first I want to give its size, which is diameter. So here I'm going to see. Okay. Then what I need to do, searching here now, I have here vertical size I have defined. Next, what I need to do?
Horizontal, sir.
Yeah. First, it is already coinciding. This O indicates that it is coinciding. If you want to know with what it is coinciding, just click on this O. It is coinciding with the vertical axis. Okay. So what I need to do now, from this center point to the, it is already coinciding with the vertical axis. So I get horizontal. So now it is fully defined. If you want, you can check with this. Click on this ISO constraint. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So now what I do is, let me delete these two circles which are on the horizontal axis, on vertical axis. I take one more circle which I am going to place it on the exactly center point of the H and V. Now first what I need to do is, first I need to define its size, which is diameter. See, now I should not give horizontal and vertical. Okay, why I should not give? Only I should define the size. I should not give horizontal and vertical axis. Why? Because it is already coincided with the horizontal axis and vertical axis. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. So now I delete this. First, before deleting, what you need to do is you have to deactivate the command. I click and I delete it. Now the next command is rectangle with the center point here. This command. I take this centered rectangle. So I take, you can take here on the center point. If you take on the center point, first you need to give the distance. So length and height. First you need to give the size. Then from this center point to the horizontal axis and vertical axis. So I give only vertical because on the this center point is coinciding with the horizontal axis. So let me take the center rectangle here somewhere. So first what I need to do is first I need to define its length and its height. I need to define its height. Once I define height and length, I need to from this is a centered rectangle. So from the center point to the vertical axis, height from this center point to the horizontal axis. Say now this became green. It indicates that your sketch is fully constrained or iso-constrained. Check it here. Yes. So the next thing is that so this we don't use and this we go with the elongated hole. So I take the elongated hole which requires 2 points. I take horizontal elongated hole. So what you need to do is already here it is defined. Delete this. After deleting this, first you need to define its size. Okay. So I'm going to define its size as this is a semicircle or half circle. I need to define its size, then define its length. So say no need to define this length and this length because this line and this line are parallel to this line. Okay, no need to define. And here also only define this. No need to define this because this is parallel arc. Okay. Now what I need to do is we have a 2 endpoints, this endpoint and this endpoint. From any one endpoint, you can give horizontal axis distance and from any one endpoint, you can give vertical distance. Then we have another endpoint. Select this endpoint and give horizontal or vertical distance. Any one is enough. So now check. Your sketch is iso-constrained. Here we have 2 endpoints. You need to define one endpoint horizontal and vertical distance. Then for this endpoint only one, either horizontal or vertical. So we see this elongated hole on the horizontal axis. Now I draw this on the horizontal axis. Before that, let me delete this. So now I take this and I'll draw it on the horizontal axis. Say if you just bring your cursor, you will get this blue line and just draw on the horizontal axis. So first I'm going to delete this. First always delete this. And go here. Go to the constraint. First to define the size. As it is an arc, I'll give the radius. Then this we have 3 lines. You can define any one line length. So I define the length. No need to define this and this length, and no need to define this arc radius and this arc radius because this arc is parallel to this arc and this line is parallel to these 2 lines. No need to define others. Now I have to give the distance from the reference. So already this is on the horizontal axis. It is already coincided. No need to give vertical distance. So I select this endpoint. I'll give vertical distance to here. Then I select this endpoint to the horizontal distance. Okay, it is coming with this color. Why? Because there is a reason.
Coincided with the horizontal, sir.
Yeah. Again, select this endpoint and select this. Now go to the tools and check in the sketch solving status bar. Iso-constraint. Okay. Now the same geometry I'm going to draw on the vertical axis. I delete this. Go with the cylindrical elongated hole. Now I draw it on the vertical axis from here. So as I suggested you, delete this first, then numerical, then go to the constraint. First you need to define its size, which is radius, and this length. I have defined size and length. Now I have to define with respect to these 2 points horizontal distance. We should not a vertical distance because it is on the this line is already coinciding with the vertical axis. So horizontal distance won't come. Only vertical distance comes. Select this to this endpoint and this horizontal distance and this endpoint and horizontal distance. See, it is iso-constraint. Okay. Suppose if I take this geometry exactly on the center. Now I take this geometry exactly on the center from here. So as I suggested, delete this first. So when you delete this, first you need to give the radius, size you need to define. I define the size first, this side and this side. Now what we need to do is, we need to give 2 endpoints are there. From this endpoint to the vertical distance. It is iso-constraint. Clear? Because this already this point coinciding with the horizontal and vertical axis. So in this way you have to. Is this clear?
But already horizontal line is there. It is already coincided, sir. One side line.
First point this side matter. Already point this point is already coinciding horizontal and vertical common point here 0 0. Okay. So hence there is no need to give this position. Let me give this. See, when you give this, See, already this point is coincided, right? Let me delete this. Then I'll go with the next. I define its size and its size. See, this endpoint already coincided with the both axes here. Okay, common point. We need to give only this endpoint to the vertical distance. No need to give this. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. So next we go with the next geometry. So next geometry is here. Cylindrical elongated hole. Cylindrical. To draw this, we require 3 points. So I take this first point. I'll select here. Then second point I select here, and third point I select here. So this is my cylindrical hole. So I draw this. As I said, first always delete this radius and you give by your own. So I double click on this. First, let me give the size. So this radius, right? As this is a curvy linear profile arc. So I give the radius. Then we have 3 more arcs. 1, 2, 3. In the 3 arcs, you can define any one arc. So I define this arc. Okay.
Yes.
Then what you need to do, I define this and this size. I need to give distance, right? From this end point to the horizontal distance.
Horizontal.
And from this end point to the vertical distance.
Vertical.
So say now this geometry is isoconstant. If you want to make this geometry isoconstant, again, say this is arc, which has a center point. This center point to the horizontal distance.
Horizontal.
And this center point to the
Vertical distance.
vertical distance. See now, and check
Okay.
sketch solving status bar. It is isoconstant.
Isoconstant.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt here?
No, sir. Clear.
Yeah. Now I take the same geometry on the center point. I take this, I draw it from here. I select this as a center point. Then this is my first point. This is my second point. As I said, what I'm going to do, I'm going to first delete this radius and give by my own. Go here and define the size. First is this size, radius, and this size again radius. Yeah. So next what I need to do is from this end point to the horizontal distance.
Horizontal.
And from this end point to the, you can take from here also vertical. So when it is coming, when you are taking this, pink color is showing. So it indicates that it is over constraint. Okay, we should not do when this color comes. So I deactivate this. Again, I go to the constraint from this end point to the horizontal or vertical. So now you can check sketch solving status bar. It is isoconstant. Is it clear?
Isoconstant.
With the center
Yes.
point? Let me delete this. So next our geometry. Yeah, this we don't use. Yes. So now we have got the independent geometry. So this is by tangent line. By means 2. Okay, tangent means which touches the periphery of the circle. Here, if you see here by tangent, here you have a 2 arcs. This line comes with the tangent. For an example, suppose I have a 2 circles. I have first circle here, then I have one more circle here. So now I use this by tangent line. This comes with the by tangent. If you click on this, it will ask 2 circles, first circle and second circle. If you click on this, you will get a by tangent. So you will get a tangent line. Okay. Again, go here by tangent, then select this and select this. You will get a by tangent. Select this and select this. So see here, you can take the cross tangent also. Cross tangent line also, you will get it. So let me delete it. For cross tangent line, you select this. First point is here, second point is here. So you'll get a cross tangent. Again, if you want a cross tangent, first point is here, second point is here. So that you get a cross tangent line also. Okay. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So now I